And Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has called on the international media and think tank institutions to accept the outcome of the 2023 presidential polls, particularly as the outcome of the 2023 presidential polls. The minister restated this during his engagement in London to correct the skewed narrative about the Nigerian election, Anthony Forson reports.
The just concluded general elections have been the freest and most credible in Nigeria history, despite attempts by naysayers and opposition to delegitimize and discredit the election.
Despite attempts to discredit the elections by those the minister described as investment looters in the election, it is only fair for them to disabuse their minds from preconceived conception.
I'm proud to say that our position and explanation narrative has excited those we've spoken to. But I find two things very interesting, which is that the international community, especially the international media and think tanks, had been conditioned before the election. They had a very strong mindset that this election will be won by one particular party. I think the activities of the Labour Party in particular on the social media, the various opinion polls which were very unrepresentative of the Nigerian situation, and the general high was this, the result, the outcome of the election took many of them by surprise. And I explained to them that, look, there's no way a presidential candidate who has no national organization, who has no grants people, can never win elections in Nigeria. When you look at the election results, only the president-elect met that criteria. Atiku Abubakar came short with 25% in 21 states, and Labour Party came very far behind. They managed only 25% in 15 states, meaning that in 22 states of the federation they were virtually unknown.
He maintained that the 2023 general elections has opened a new vista for the nation's polity.
It's precisely those surprises that makes it credible and makes it, transparent.
In London, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
And back home, the Lagos State House of Assembly will no longer tolerate unilateral appointments made by the state government without recourse to the approval of the Legislative House in line with its constitutional powers. Speaker, Lagos House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, gave the warning at a plenary session in Lagos. Musa Cholet has details.
Which capacity somebody can have.
The lawmakers demanded to know why the state government has continued to violate Section 186, subsection 2 of the Constitution, which mandates the Assembly to screen nominees before being appointed by the government. The motion was moved under a matter of urgent public importance by the Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable Naim Adams.
As the Chairman, House Committee on Legislative Compliance, I have observed that majority of the boards, appointment to boards and other agencies were not brought, they did not appear before this noble House of Assembly.
Some lawmakers see the action by the state government as an attempt to usurp the powers of the state assembly.
If they need to rescind that decision, withdraw those appointments so that we can do things in the right manner. And this house must be respected.
And it's our constitutional right that those people that have collected so much from this state without being cleared should please recover such back to the cover.
Speaker, Lagos House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, however, warns that the Assembly will resist any attempt to put the principle of separation of powers in jeopardy.
It's totally an infraction and a violation of this house laws, and immediately those that have started receiving salaries should be stopped immediately, and the letter issued to them by the head of service should be withdrawn, pending their appearance before this house.
The House of Assembly resolved to summon the Lagos State Head of Service, the Accountant General, and the Commissioner for Training and Establishment. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
And religion, as the month of Ramadan enters the last 10 days, Muslim faithful are engaging in seclusion to seek a night of majesty, said to be most rewarding in the blessed month. Musa Toliat in this report takes a look at the virtues of the last 10 days of Ramadan and Islamic injunctions guiding the observance of the seclusion.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
The month-long spiritual exercise stems from Allah's injunction in the Holy Quran, which mandates the Muslim faithful to observe the Ramadan fast, and it is made obligatory. Part of best practices in this holy month is constant recitation of the Holy Quran, which was revealed to Prophet Muhammad in the month of Ramadan.
Reciting the Quran is one of the most rewarding acts that a Muslim could ever engage in, because every letter of the Quran he pronounces will earn him 10 reward.
In these last 10 days of the fasting exercise is the prophetic tradition for the faithful to engage in seclusion or intikaf.
Because there is a night within those days known as Laylatul Qadr or Night of Majesty.
If one is fortunate of being up and prayer, in that night, it is equivalent to worshiping Allah for more than 1,000 months. Khayrun min alfi shahr.
A prophetic prayer point is to be emphasized during this period till the end of the month.
Allahumma innaka afu tibul afwa fa'fu anna. That, oh Lord, you love forgiving your servant, may you forgive us.
The last 10 days dovetail into Eid al-Fitr, which is a period of celebration after the successful completion of Ramadan.
The day of Eid is what? Yamul Aklu wa Shurb wa Dhikrul Azza wa Jal. The day of Eid is the day of eating and drinking, and more importantly, the remembrance of Almighty Allah.
Before proceeding to the prayer ground on Eid al-Fitr, the faithful is required to carry out a peculiar charitable act.
On the day of Eid, the first thing we do is to pay the Zakat al-Fitr before we observe Salat. It is a means of purifying the fasting Muslim, errors he fell into when he was fasting.
While it is permissible to celebrate Eid al-Fitr, scholars advise and remind Muslims of their obligations after the holy month of Ramadan.
Whatever celebration we are doing, we should not forget Salat. Only fasting of Ramadan has been terminated.
There is no freedom in disobeying your Creator, but there is freedom in stepping up and scaling up your level and your impetus on obeying and listening to His orders at all times.
In
Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
Family, friends, and well-wishers gathered in Lagos to pay their last respects to late Alhaja Adijat Yisa, a woman whom many described, lived an exemplary life. And Tammy Egbe witnessed the 8th-day Fidal prayers and now reports.
It's a bright and sunny day here at Lagos, and we are reporting from Ibanri, the venue for the Fidal prayer session for late Alhaja Adijat Yisa Ni Olayoye, who died on Sunday, the 2nd of April 2023, and was buried on Monday, the 3rd of April 2023, at the age of 69.
Islamic clerics offering prayers for the repose of the soul of the deceased. Alhaja Adijat Yisa is described as a woman who went out of her way to take care of others. It is no wonder then that a large crowd of family, friends and well-wishers converged to honor this woman of valor.
Look, you can describe my mom with what is happening around there. Look at people. That was what happened the day she was there too. When my mom was brought home from the hospital, she was brought home around 12 a.m. at midnight. The whole of the Ikori community could not sleep.
I'm here to celebrate with one of us, in person of Fatani. Admit person from
My mother is a well-behaved woman.
Eulogies flowed as relatives described Alaja Adijat Isa as an accomplished woman within and outside her family. She lived a fulfilled life and impacted the lives of those that crossed her path. She was a devoted Muslim who preached and practiced the tenets of Islam.
Sister well spent life because there are many testimonies.
Alaja Adijat Isa was said to be a great wife to her husband and wonderful mother to her children during her lifetime. Alaja Adijat is the mother of Fatai Adigun Isa, Assistant Manager Administration, Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Headquarters.
Rounded off the 8th Fidal prayer session for our dear mom, and we hope that she shall find rest with Allah.
In Lagos, Ntami Egbe, NTA News.
You are still watching the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. A quick break back on the news, and the news will return shortly after this time out. To stay with us.
Jackpot of the week. Place bets and hit the jackpot. Log into the OneXBet account. Click on the Take Part button. Place bet and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with OneXBet. Use promo code to get a bonus on your first deposit.
It's Motonic time. Motonic time. It's no resistance to the last drop till it brings me.
Maltonic is enriched with vitamins and minerals for that rush of vitality you need to reach greatness.
It's Maltonic time.
Lucky Spring from OneXBet. Take part in promotion with cool prizes. Bet on any sports events. Get tickets. Have a chance to win cool prizes. The more you bet, the greater your chances. Use promo code to get a welcome bonus right now.
Back. Moving on, let's now join Ganiyat Hassan for a peek into the entertainment world.
Actress Jumoke Oditola, who has returned to school to pursue a Master's of Business Administration degree, has shared the good news on her Instagram page moments ago as she lamented over the struggle of being a student. The beloved Yoruba movie star revealed that it has been difficult for her to grasp her books and retain knowledge, but also she's back to school to satisfy her desire to know more. Also, Narulu actor Adeniyi Johnson has spoken highly of his colleague Media Martins on her birthday. Taken to his Instagram page, Adeniyi Johnson praised the mother of two for being an enigma of beauty and a super personality. Adeniyi Johnson, speaking of her character, described Media Martins as a nice person and a hard worker. He prayed for her, wishing her the best things in life. However, Nigerian superstar Davido has released the official music 8 song unavailable from his latest album, Timeless. He has also shared the new dance step on social media, which has been trending and gaining popularity among his friends. Actor Timini Ebuson received a surprise visit from BB Titans Ganege and Blue Eva, and fans couldn't help but express their excitement. Ganege and Blue Eva were popularly known as BB Titans, avid fans of the Big Brother Nigeria reality show. They have a massive following on social media for their funny and engaging commentaries on the show. In Lagos, Ganiyat Azan, NTA News.
Thank you, Ganiyat. Up next is Sports Update with Ayodeji Makinde.
Nigeria Cricket Federation is set to go to its National Under-17 Championship Finals at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium Cricket Oval in Abuja with 6 of the best teams from geopolitical zones of the country in contests. The championship, which holds from 12th to 14th April, is in line with cricket development at the grassroots and talent discovery for the country.
The umpires that are invited to officiate in this tournament are also developing umpires, upcoming umpires that one day will be recognized worldwide.
The Nigeria Under-19 team will be
preparing to seek qualification in the World Cup. And this event taking place at this time is a noble pathway for us to achieving a formidable team that can conquer Africa.
In football, Premier League champions Manchester City insists the job is far from being done after a 3-0 first leg victory over Bayern Munich in the first leg quarter-final of the UEFA Champions League. The elite club competition is the only piece of silverware missing in the Citizens Trophy cabinet as Pep Guardiola's quest for a third UEFA Champions League title as a manager continues. In Wednesday's fixtures, defending champions Real Madrid are up against Chelsea, while at San Siro, 7-time winners AC Milan take on Napoli, with Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen expected to miss the game. In another development from Indonesia, 2 football teams played for the first time in 6 months after 135 people died in a crash following a match between Arema FC and Persebaya Surabaya at Arema's Kanjuruhan Stadium. The match, played without spectators at the National Police Park, ended 1-0 in favor of Arema. With sports update, Ayodeji Makinde, NTA News.
And that wraps up the English version of the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Many thanks for your time. Benga Oloyede is standing by for the news translation in Yoruba. I am Ese Owamaka. Good evening.
Ẹ kú àṣálẹ́, ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀yìn láti ilé-iṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gbẹ̀ngàn Olóyèdè ni oníròyìn, ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Àwọn àjọ elétò ìkànìyàn àpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti sún síwájú ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tàwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ àti tàwọn olùmójútó pẹ̀lú tàwọn olùpilẹ̀ṣe fún ti ètò ìkànìyàn ọdún 2023 tí a wà yìí, tí ó yẹ láti wáyé ní ọjọ́ 13 tí ń ṣe ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday oṣù kẹrin ọdún tí a wà yìí. Nínú àkọsílẹ̀ ìwé láti ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀gá olùdarí àjọ tó mójútó gbogbo ètò ìlú lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí, Dr. Iseka Yaya, ló tẹnumọ́ wípé ìdí pàtàkì tí wọ́n fi ń sún síwájú ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà ló dá lórí onírúurú ètò tó sopọ̀ mọ́ra wọn, pẹ̀lú ìfọwọ́sọ̀yà ìlérí wípé àyè ọjọ́ tuntun òmíràn ni wọn yóò kéde rẹ̀ sí ti ará ìlú gbọ́ láìpẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni inú àkọsílẹ̀ ìwé náà fi kún wípé àjọ elétò ìkànìyàn yóò túbọ̀ máa tẹ̀síwájú ojúṣe ààyè wọn nípa gbígbé ètò ìkànìyàn tó tó gbangba sùn lọ́yẹ́ kalẹ̀ fún ọdún 2023, èyí tí àjọ ọ̀hún ti gbáradì fún. Bí gbogbo múmìnì òdodo lágbàáyé ṣe ń tẹ̀síwájú gbígba ààwẹ̀ ọlọ́jọ́ 10 yòókù nínú oṣù ààwẹ̀ Ramadan gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀kan nínú ọ̀ranyàn àti láti mú ìlérí gbígba ààwẹ̀ ọlọ́dọọdún ọ̀hún lókùnkúndùn bí ọ̀kan nínú ìlànà ẹ̀sìn Islam, àwọn ìṣọ̀kan ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ múmìnì òdodo ní àwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ tó wà ní ìlú Èkó ti ṣe ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ oṣù ààwẹ̀ Ramadan tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan irú rẹ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Musa Toliat tó mú ìròyìn wá sọ wípé ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀hún ló wáyé ní ìjọba ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀ Agége tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀hún ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú kíka ìwé Quran. Emir gbogbogbò tí alága ìgbìmọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ náà ṣàṣojú fún níbi ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀hún, Sábà Babátúndé Idris, sọ wípé kí gbogbo àwọn múmìnì umma ṣe àwòkọ́ṣe àwọn ìlànà ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n rí gbà níbi ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ oṣù Ramadan. Bákan náà kí wọ́n sì túbọ̀ máa tẹ̀síwájú mímú àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n kọ́ ọ̀hún lò lẹ́yìn 30 ọjọ́ gbígba ààwẹ̀ oṣù Ramadan nípa títẹ̀síwájú gbígbé pọ̀ nínú ìfẹ́ àti ìṣọ̀kan lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Àwọn ẹbí àti ọ̀rẹ́ àti arírebániṣe ni wọ́n parapọ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó láti ṣe àpọ́nlé ìkẹyìn fún olóògbé Alhaja Adijat Yisa, tí gbogbo ènìyàn ṣe àpèjúwe rẹ̀ bí obìnrin rere tí ó gbé ìgbé ayé tó ní túmọ̀ fún láti ṣàwòkọ́ṣe rẹ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Ntami Egbe ló ṣe àkójọpọ̀ àkànṣe àdúrà ọlọ́jọ́ 7 tí wọ́n ṣe ní ìlànà ẹ̀sìn Islam fún olóògbé náà bí ó ṣe lọ rèé ní èdè abínibí. Ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́.
Ṣé a sọ̀rọ̀ ká sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn kò tó ká bá bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run fi àtìláwá pẹ̀lú ìyàwó tọ́lọ́run fún mi. Ó sì ṣoore fún mi látara rẹ̀. Gbogbo tí jẹ́ wàhálà ìdààmú kan ṣẹlẹ̀ sí aládìgbà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ọpẹ́ rẹ̀ fún Ọlọ́run. Ìwọ tọ́lọ́run bá ti jọ kákòókò ẹ̀dá tó ẹnìkan ò lè dá ẹnìkan dúró.
Tọ́ àsùnjì lórúkọ àṣálẹ́ ìní Yewenu Bámidélé ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti mú ìyókù ròyìn wá fún ilé èdè Ògùn. Gbẹ̀ngà Olóyèdè ń kí yín. Ire o.
Umeshiria mikudo wejai mikudo azengbeton ewe le son le wa oto le tin to tejo show ni mi ton yin Yewenu Bámidélé in lori to gigome o tito de no hi agbetole to o to bu mi ton me we do din domlo azan de na do bayi le numele sin nu pinpon po moje na me le po na mi yo me na fanukun do mo me ya le jale po do me na so hi me role po eyin nu yo se do nu kan to nu eje ni wa yi to yonu zan gbe le wa ye le ja ehe le yasan azan nu geto to oku esun eneto heme to so leja weyin nu e yo se do nu kan e weyin gbe de yede me yin nu kan to itan de yin me no lanu edodo de yin me yin kwetano yin Dr. Isiaka Yahya edo hulo bo de sinse jidomlo ye los de asalodo yin kan ni chigba ne je nu kan ye na do asaleje na no mo je sodomlo ye o leto awure me na do mo romlo ni me hiari na wa yi to kwe me na yin nu jonu bo mele bi na so kan pa lo akon bodo yin dagbe to kwe nu me so yin o muslim le to mimo o azan o le gbongodo to Ramadan sin osun lo me we yin nu ye do romlo ye bi do na mo romlo ye che o de hweho de na yin de na photo same de gota no te wa so ko na ide na do mo romlo azan o le gbongodo lo yin nu ye zan do ko de mon koton enewe yin de ni atodo to nlome Musa to liati no filo orodo sinzin dagbele tin to asan wo lome we nu eme yin muslim sin o assistant ville bi do na mo ye dalo eji bo so mo ye wa so ene bo ni ya hia ewo hia Quran ye ton ganji to gan lome o henu hoton podo meyin gbetojo lepo de kuri to po to àwọn igbaji na do mo romlo meyin matinto to azan weto osun ene totome de wa de yiro ikoto romlo Alaja Adijat Yisa de eyin meyin mesedo zanato azan weto we yeda wa ewa o azan chi asoto sin odefifo ne edo mehi we yin mejome bo yan lo so yin meyin ezangbe to na do mo mo egwalo na gbeto susu wo so yin domlo mesusu we yin do ye ni ye bon mo je me wo so mo nfun do gbon gbe zangbe zanfin eton gbon ye do ko to fi lonu we ntami egbe no titology do o asan cha to sin o de lo de baina na we lo we yin we do flin unwe o wa to gbe me gbe to le ka so to fi lo do dagbe eton ma wo ni bo no o me lo po mesele e ma so awo gan le mi so pe da zan le fo gbe ezun to fun
Classic man, jolly. Company tonight, family station, station for the people. Lagos Channel 10, station with a different soul, station of excellence. Lagos Channel 10, NTA Lagos Channel 10, now the station for
Jackpot of the week. Place bet and hit the jackpot. Log into the OneXBet account. Click on the Take Part button. Place bet and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with OneXBet. Use promo code to get a bonus on your first deposit.
The NTA Lagos Channel 10 hereby advise the general public to make their suggestions, observations, and complaints on our transmission and programs to the following numbers: 006-286-9036 or 0810-910-6416, or email us at ntalagoschannel10gm@gmail.com or lagoszone@nbc.gov.com.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
Lucky Spring from 1xBet. Take part in promotion with cool prizes. Bet on any sports events. Get tickets. Have a chance to win cool prizes. The more you bet, the greater your chances. Use promo code to get a welcome bonus right now.
The children are our future, so it's crucial we communicate with them on Family Talk with Lamide. Join us on Family Talk with Lamide as motivational TV personality. Lamide Adenuga delivers leadership and human capacity development content to our future leaders within and outside Nigeria. We also tackle social ills like bullying, drug abuse, peer pressure, depression, internet fraud, and many more. Family Talk with Lamide. It's all about us. Now showing on Family Talk with Lamide. Family Talk with Lamide.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. That's the classic song goes, and it's quite relevant for our times, as all the time, that have a positive mindset, no matter what the situation or circumstance you may be facing currently. As long as you're goal-driven, as long as you're excited and remain happy and a joyous mood, things have a way of working out for your good. So don't be troubled, be happy. And that's one word of encouragement I'd like to share with our young people on today's episode of Young Hearts, showing on the NTA network service, where we love to celebrate you, the Nigerian youth, and the young at heart. My name is Joseph Musa. As always, your humble host. Don't go anywhere. We have a lovely package prepared just for you. So sit back and relax. We'll be right back. You're welcome back on the show. Now we're going to kick things off with some music. We're taking a short musical break with an artist who has been in the industry for quite some time. Hails from Benue State, and title of his new music is called Nchiviwe. Check this out and enjoy.
For your gift of righteousness and abundance of your grace got me falling in love with you. On the beauty of your love and the beauty of your face got me rolling to your embrace. And chip away, oh you are my everything. Don't chip away, oh get the face.
Good day, everybody. My name is Teddy King. Teddy King, I'm from Benue State. Of course, by my attire, you can see that I'm PID positive. I'm a lot of things. I play the piano. I've been a music director on several categories. Done a lot of that and a lot of singing outreaches.
I worship you, my Savior.
Of course, I started quite early. Being in the church, I started quite early. I was less than 16 when I started singing. Of course, you now go in the rank from being a choir member, you become the lead, and you do all that stuff. And then I listen to a lot of music too, going lots of music, different kind of music. I listen to Makosa, I listen to highlights, I listen to reggae. I have a lot of reggae in me. Most people who know me closely know that. So. Usually, of course, times have changed. In those years, there was no internet. There was no internet, so we had to just meet people in real time. And the challenge really was, maybe you have a good producer or somebody plays piano, and they're far away from where you live. You have to go and meet them. And then challenge also was my parents didn't believe at first that it was something I could come through with. So basically trying to tell everybody that I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. But you summon that over time when you prove what you can do, your work will now start speaking. So, but usually the challenge was recording. Because I really wanted to record with the best hands. Usually the financial also. You want to record, you want to play with this person, you want to be with this person. So, but we say you can surmount everything. God's love is unmerited. It's not something we can pay for. It's not something, because it's good to me, then I'll be good to them. They are not good to them, I'll not be good. It's not like that. It doesn't go up and down like a railway table. So that's what informed the song. That was informed the song. God's deep love for us is deep. It's deep. So that's what in truth is all about. The deep of righteousness, the abundance of grace. Not something you can finish. You can't exalt His grace. Yeah, there's a place at a friend who lives in Turkey. There's a place in a port that looks like that place. So he had given me the idea. So that place looks like Turkey, a break, like the rocks and all that. So we did a bit of that just to give it that. Since we couldn't go out, we just did it of this idea. In the early days, of course, I used to do a lot of freestyle with them Tuesdays, with them Black, a lot of those guys. But when I now chose my own path, I met a lot of other good people. So Daniel Jones, for instance, was somebody I played with, the Jones family people and all that. And then I have a lot of people I admire. So Marley Music, Ed Franklin, it's a big influence to being unconventional with the style. So. A lot of self-control. Yeah, because music comes with a lot, you're in the spotlight. You have to be careful with women, and so you have to be careful with men, because you have to slow. You have to have a lot of self-control, because some things will come to you naturally that shouldn't have even come. You're going to have people admire you, who ordinarily wouldn't admire you, but for the sake of the talent and because you're in the spotlight, you have to have a lot of so that you don't break a lot of hearts and you don't bring your own destiny by your own hands. So a lot of self-control is key. You're not carried away, you're not proud, you understand, you're not carried away with fame, you're not carried away with money. And it's not easy as I found, but self-control is big. You have to discover it early. It's key because you have to discover it early. Whatever you think you want to do, whether it be music or sports or whatever, a career, it's early. It's early. When you get it early, you are limited. And then listen to elders, respect them. Respect them. No matter, even if they got your first song and it's just a hit already, it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. You have to be level-headed, respect people, honor the home is due, and so you get there.
For your gift of righteousness and abundance of your grace got me falling in love with you. Oh, the beauty of your love.
Respect everyone. This is Teddy King, son of the Almighty, on Young Heart Prayer, NTA Network, and we have a phone. Let's do this.
I hope you enjoyed that interview and music by our guest artists. Now we're going into a special report on depression. We have a lot of things that can come around us or make us feel bad, but it's important to know what to do to get out of it. So check out this report and I'll be right back.
Life is filled with ups and downs, but the way we handle the issues or situations of life matters a lot. We either come out strong and become better people, or we wallow in our challenges and become sad, bitter, and defeated. Sadness can be a difficult emotion to deal with, not only due to the pain it causes, but also because of the loss, helplessness, or disappointment, among many others. It is important to note that sadness is one of the most ultimate ways to help us appreciate our happy moments. Do you know that sadness can eventually lead to depression? What is depression?
Depression is a state where a person finds himself when seemingly bad things or supposedly bad things, not too good things have happened to the person. The person feels alone, left out, and cut off from all manner of human communications, by choice, I say.
Well, I would say that depression is a psychological state of affairs that suppresses one's immune system and causes a lot of effects on the internal organs, especially the heart, the respiratory system, and several other vital organs of the body.
I feel depression is a way of being unhappy and having no hope at all.
Depression is a disorder that is evident by excessive sadness, loss of interest in good associations, and low motivation. It is also normal to experience feelings of sadness and despair in response to adverse life events, which include loss, major life challenges, or changes, stress, or disappointment. Depression can persist for months and even years. Here are some signs of depression: feeling miserable, loss of interest in your usual activities, poor concentration, recurring unpleasant thoughts, loss of appetite, loss of sleep, and so on. How do we deal with depression?
Basically, or primarily, you deal with depression by talking to people. Depression thrives, or it's like a disease that thrives where you try to stay on your own. I don't want to see anybody. No, it doesn't work that way. But when you try to ensure that people talk to you, your spirit is lifted up?
Well, one of the things that can relieve depression is getting engaged in recreational activities like sports, get to meet with people, share your experiences. It is often believed that when you share your problems, at least 90%, if not 100%, would be solved. So I advise that young people should channel their energy in the area of sports, the area of entrepreneurship.
I feel one way to handle depression is staying connected to people. Always be among people. Don't ever let yourself be isolated. Don't ever isolate yourself. In everything you face, you should always pray. So I advise them to put it in prayers, because depression is not something anybody will ever want to go through in this life.
There are ways to deal with depression. Challenge negative thoughts by replacing them with good thoughts. Fight against the feeling of worthlessness. You need to deal with the emotions of sadness and hopelessness productively. Have the right attitude to life. Think positively and concentrate on things that matter the most. Set daily goals and achieve them. Regular exercises have a long-term benefit for people with depression. Eat healthy, get enough sleep, take up responsibilities, maintain a healthy lifestyle that can counter depression. Check with your doctor before using any supplements. Finally, do something new. Try something different. Make time for things you enjoy doing. Don't give up on life, because life would not give up on you.
As young people, we like to have fun, and it's important to have fun, especially after a long day's work or a long day's activity or journey. And one interesting game that we've come across that is both good for relaxation as well as keeping your mind alert and engaging your mind is the game of chess. Right now we have an interview with a professional chess player who gives us some insight into the benefits and importance of playing chess. So watch this and I'm sure you will be inspired.
My name is Elechukwu Ezerumanya. I hail from Amich in Inewi South Local Government Area of Anambra State, and I'm born into the family of Mr. John and Mrs. Comfort Ezerumanya. A triplet, actually. I'm a triplet, and we are the last issues of my parents. We have two elder brothers, and God being so grateful, I graduated with good honors in 2017. And then I came to the Federal Capital Territory for greener pastures. Growing up, my parents are these strict parents. So they never allowed us to come outside to play with other kids, you know. In fact, my mom will always tell us, don't even near this television. Carry your book and read. Don't cross the balcony, let alone climbing down the stairs. And then one day, my eldest brother, he came home with lots of indoor games. Spades, words, and chess was among the games. So he taught us how to play chess. We are playing, you know, we are having fun because we always indoors, you know. And along the line, I lost interest in it. But in the university, because I studied history and international studies, one of my lecturers, Professor Ifi Emejulu, she was teaching us about archaeology and Middle Age, the medieval period, actually. So she mentioned about some royal games, and chess was one of them. And, you know, from there, the interest came back again. I really wanted to play, but I noticed that nobody out of a class of about 150 students, nobody knows how to play chess. And it was really, somehow, I couldn't believe it. So I picked interest. I started playing in the university then, and currently I picked interest again while waiting for a better greener pasture. and it's really paying off. God willing, I teach chess now with my club, Elohim Chess Club. You can't say that chess originated from a particular place, okay? But what you can find online is that chess originated from northern India way back 1,500 years ago, okay? But if you're a historian, you will realize that actually chess has no record, because in the caves of the Egyptians, there is a game that looks like chess. They called it Chaturanga, okay? But when the prehistoric man learned how to, write and take records, they called it chess, and because it moved from town to town, from Persia to Europe, and so we just have to take that it came from northern India, actually. Yes. One of the popular legends about chess is a king who needed to keep the wife, the queen. He needed to keep the queen busy while he's away. So he ordered one of the wise men to come up with a game, and the wise man came up with the game of chess. And the game of chess, you have the bourgeois, that's the king, the queen, the bishop, the rook, the castle, and then we have the pawns. The pawns are the peasants. So he included all these characters in the game, and then the king now has to realize how important every character is in his kingdom. Chess is a real game, and it's played by allies. You don't see ordinary people play chess. Ordinary people don't play chess. It has to be intelligent people. It has to be allies, somebody who is responsible. That's the kind of people who play chess. Then talking about the importance of chess raises you and your kids' intelligence quotient, IQ. It broadens your horizon. It makes you more intelligent. Chess makes you very creative. You can't find anybody who is a chess player that is not creative. Chess players are extremely creative. Chess makes you solve problems independently, because on the game of chess, it is just you and your opponent. So you have to solve the equation. You have to solve the equation yourself to win, to checkmate your opponent's king, and you do that independently. So you grow up, become a problem solver independently. If you grow to become a professional chess player, you make a lot of money, because you are being paid in hard currency. I mean, you know what that is in Naira. If you go to good psychiatric hospitals, you will see the game of chess. It's usually the outdoor chess court. So there are so many other advantages. Chess gives you prestige. It comes with respect. It connects you with your life, and many more. Please start playing chess, because you gain a lot. It makes you intelligent. You have children who are not doing well with mathematics. Chess is the solution. You can play chess online. You can play chess at home. You can play chess outdoor. You can play chess anywhere. So please encourage your children. Encourage yourself too. It helps young people, most especially. It helps young people. It makes you very creative. It makes you become mature faster. Look out for good movies like Queen of Catway, good books on chess. There are so many books on chess. I recommend that to you. Please read, and play.
Check.
Well, we're bound.
Okay, my name is Ende Chufu. I'm a chess tutor and an actor. Please stay locked down on Young Hats, reaching you from the studios of NTA. Don't touch that dial.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, don't worry. Be happy. Be excited. Smile. Put a smile on your face. Go out, take a walk. If you're depressed or if you're having issues, just relax. Go on a jog. Go and play some games. Do something that will keep you happy. And things will be surely change for your favor. That's all the time we have for today, like I said before. But before I go, if you're young, you're talented, and you want to be on the show, come visit us at NTA Channel 5 next to Old Parade Ground, Area 10, Abuja. Also, check us out on Facebook, Young Hearts on NTA. That is one word. And further contact information will be showing on your screen. Please call us, get in contact with us. We would love to hear from you. Me especially. You can reach me on Instagram at Joe_Blaze1. Joe Blaze 1. So till next week, my name remains Joseph Musa. I'll see you again. Take care, be happy, and bye-bye.
I praise you, oh yes, Lord. I love you, I love you, you love me, oh yes, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, oh yes, Lord.
The act of making something more beautiful by adding ornaments to it is also known as decoration.
Talk show, I'm bad choice and go for nothing less. Sensation for excellence. NTA 10, station for excellence.
NTA 10, station for excellence.
Rocket Spring from 1xBet. Take part in promotion with cool prizes. Bet on any sports events. Get tickets. Have a chance to win cool prizes. The more you bet, the greater your chances. Use promo code to get a welcome bonus right now.
Watching NTA, Nigerian Television Authority. For more information and news updates, visit our website at www.nta.ng, or you can follow us on Twitter at NTA News Now, or you can like us on Facebook at NTA Network News. Stay connected on our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/NTA News Online. Watch our live stream at www.nta.ng NTA.ng/live. NTA, you can't beat the rich.
Jackpot of the week. Place bets and hit the jackpot. Log into the OneXBet account. Click on the Take Part button. Place bet and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with OneXBet. Use promo code to get a bonus on your first deposit.
Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì, lètò tí a gbé kalẹ̀. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì, fáǹfààní ọmọ mú mi ní. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì, àti mú mi náà tù. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì, Uzama communication, àti NTA Channel 10 ní Lagos lètò tí ń wá. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì, ọkọ̀ òjìyàwó rẹ̀. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì. Kíyàwó jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì. Kì máa mú kí ládàáni. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì. Ẹ pèrún fárádùúgbò. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì. Ẹ rántí ọ̀nà fìlà. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì. Kẹ̀dẹ̀ kékúríyà ni. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì. Ọlọ́ngbà ní Ìbàdàn o. Ẹ̀dìdì sáàrì. Buzamat communication àti NTA Channel 10 ní Lagos ètò tí ń wá. Ìrọ̀rùn ní. Mo tún mú wá ẹjí sáré. Tó wà níbẹ̀ kò ní wọ́n wá. Ọlọ́run má fi wọ́n wá. Ẹjí sáré lè tó ti yá mọ́. Ọlọ́run fẹ́ràn tọmọ èèyàn tó fẹ́ràn. Òkè bí àwọn fáwọn sí nínú ayé ẹ̀dídẹ́. Ẹjí sáré yá wá ní bàbá.
Anonku, Ekabo, Dewonu, Angmaino. The program is In and Around. In and Around is an educative and enlightenment program that showcases lifestyle, arts, music, culture, and anything of unique interest. Watch In and Around. Don't miss it.
You like it? I love it. So let's get down to business.
You may transfer to what's this? That's personal account. That is still me. I mean, you need to transfer all these millions into your personal account. I mean, I supply the movers and shakers of society. I do things properly. If you do not have a bank account in your business name, I cannot trust you. Better go visit moneypoint.com. Open a business account in your business name. Then there you will talk. Which one be this Money Point then?
Whatever it takes to make sure you have a business account open in your business name, we'll do it as your sure banker.
But why didn't Marifa tell me about Money Point earlier?
Where's Marifa? Open a bank account in your business name with Money Point. The latest edition of TV is an exclusivity of the Comrade DG. From the trenches to the throne, Comrade Salihu Abdul Hamid Dembos, the Director General, Nigerian Television Authority. We also bring on notable media personalities who have impacted the media space in no small measure. This edition is a compendium of mind-blowing stories for your reading pleasure, ranging from culture and tourism, entertainment, economy, sports, health, marketing issues, parenting, media, politics, and lots more. Pick up a copy and keep abreast of issues and trending features within our space. TV Guide, very incisive, very educative, and compelling. Grab a copy at the vendor near you or any NTA station nationwide. TV Guide, your indispensable companion.
No, thought about coming. It's Wesley Fofana. Welbeck drills it and scores brilliantly. Only with help of Joao Felix, who squeezes it in. Out it goes, Gross Mitoma. Oh, stop it. Absolutely brilliant from Brighton. What a glorious...
Sportybet sponsors coverage of the English Premier League.
Buta, dribble serve, oh, it popped up beautifully for him, and here's Thuram, rumbling forwards. Thuram! So well too, Colin Moane, what a save! Knop is there, Colin Moane by Dietra, and they're giving it to Lloyd. Oh, that will feel
Sportybet sponsors coverage of the German Bundesliga.